In the ruins west of New Vegas, there's a building with a huge soda bottle right in front. Greenhorns from out east always think it's the Nuka-Cola factory, but it's actually the home of the West's favorite beverage, Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, Festus.
If you and old Festus are old pals, say a command now.
Old Festus here will give you the official history of soda pop, but...
I'm sorry. I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it?
No, Edna. I don't think old Festus was exactly state-of-the-art when he was built. Why? Well, in the back-when times, they didn't want their robots to be too human. Humanity had a tenuous grip on its own survival. They didn't need any competition from lifelike robots. They made simple bots like Festus here to handle work that humans couldn't be bothered to do. Yup. There have been a few advances in robotics over the last 200 years. In fact, there are robots so advanced that they can pass themselves off as real humans. There's a whole network of people on the East Coast dedicated to helping these synthetic humans live free in the capital Wasteland. Nah, no one in the capital Wasteland can make robots that advanced. Not even the Brotherhood of Steel. These synthetic people come from a place called the Commonwealth. Before the war, America was divided into 13 commonwealths. They called it the 50 states about 300 years ago, but by the time of the Great War, those states were grouped together into 13 larger commonwealths. Nevada used to be part of the Southwest Commonwealth. The capital Wasteland was called the Eastern Commonwealth. The only place that still goes by the name Commonwealth is far north of Washington, D.C. Only a handful of people have ever ventured there and back. There's a ferryman who claimed that his old steamboat had made the trip. There used to be a woman from a church in the Commonwealth who was trying to convert the swamp folk of Point Lookout to some kooky religion. Never been there myself. The corpse of America is home to many scavengers trying to carve their societies out of the carrion of this nation. And a person can spend their life walking back and forth across the continent and still never see it all. By most accounts, the Commonwealth is a barbaric hellhole that makes the NCR frontier look positively civilized. Although there was a fella named Zimmer who used to hang around Rivet City, he claimed that parts of the Commonwealth were better off than anywhere else in the Wasteland. He was full of $2 words, but according to Zimmer, the one bright spot in the Commonwealth is a place called the Institute. Before the bombs fell, it was a university for smarty-pants technophiles. Robert House himself attended the Institute way back when. Since the war, the nation's remaining Poindexters seem to have congregated there and built a technologically advanced haven in the midst of the chaos. No outsiders have made it inside and returned to say what it's like, although we hear the occasional tale from escaped androids. Seems like the synthetic humans are so lifelike that they understand they're being treated as slaves. Some, at least. They consider themselves equals to the humans that created them, but their human masters don't see it the same way. So the synthetics escape and try to blend in with the humans along the East Coast. The Institute has a synth retention bureau that hunts down escaped synthetics and brings them back by force. There are plenty of folk in the capital Wasteland who don't care for slavery in any form, so it isn't surprising that there's a secret network of people who help the android runners evade the retention bureau. The members of this underground railroad are tight-lipped about the organization, but wanderers who sniff around places with a lot of scientists are likely to find ways to help them fight the good fight. With the aid of the Underground Railroad, some synthetics have had their faces reconstructed to look like entirely different people. At least one went so far as to erase his own memories. He left recordings of his plan scattered all over the capital Wasteland. He might still be out there, unaware that he's a robot, living the life of an ordinary Wastelander. There could be other androids in the world too, secretly living among the humans, with no one aware of their true nature, not even themselves. No, Edna, I'm not an android. I'm just a footsore...
Howdy, partner.
Howdy. partner.
Howdy, stranger.
Remember me? Probably not. You're a guy that gets around, sees many faces. I'll try and jog your memory. My associate and I first met you a while back, and I asked you to tell us where Nuka-Cola comes from.
Oh yeah, I remember you. In fact, here's that robot cowboy I told you about.
Howdy, partner.
You jerk. You yammered on about the Wasteland for 4 hours, then disappeared, and that scavenger tried to kill me. He tried to kill me over a bottle of soda. Since then, I've been tracking you down, from one end of the Mojave to the other, from Zion to the Long 15, and now you're gonna tell me everything about Nuka-Cola.
Okay, just calm down. I'll tell you all you need to know. But that is a story for right now. It's a story for right now.